So we finally have the trailer. Um, First impressions right off the bat, because I already watched it. I was at work and I watched it right as I was about to leave. Um, Honestly, I mean, it looks better than the fucking movie. That's for sure. It looks a lot better. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if I've cultivated a I don't want to say a fan base because I really don't have that many subscribers, but um I don't want to say that I've cultivated a very polar uh fan base, but I feel like I kind of did. I think that I've attracted both people who love everything Avatar, and that includes Korra. Um, but I've also attracted a lot of people that are Avatar purists, like me, who don't like Korra and don't like anything else except for the original series. So I think in terms of who's watching this, um, in terms of people that are subscribed at least, I'm gonna get a mixed bag. I think that there's gonna be likes or dislikes from any of you guys. To be honest with you, because what I'm about to say is completely honest. Like in my personal opinion, like not going off of the opinions of my favorite YouTubers or my favorite, people or whoever. Just my personal opinion. I kind of like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like it. With that being said, before any of you people that don't like anything except for the original series when it comes to this franchise, like me, I am very much an Avatar purist. I will say this. I am. There's I just am. I don't like Korra anymore. I had a huge wake up call with that series. Never liked the movie. Obviously, no one likes the fucking movie. Um, the comics I think are pretty bad. I used to really like them once upon a time, many years ago. I don't like them anymore. Um, basically, what I'm trying to say is like I get it. I understand not liking this. I do. I 100% do. Um, I kind of like it, to be honest with you. I will say this right now. Like this goes without saying. Do I really need to fucking say this? I'm going to because I feel like some people really need me to fucking spell it out. For some reason, it should be very obvious. This is not going to be anywhere near as good as the original series. You guys know this. I think you know this. Like even the people that are like creaming their pants over this trailer, which there are some people. It looks like in the comments, and even online, like on Twitter and shit. Uh, you guys have to know that this is not going to be anywhere fucking remotely even close to Avatar. Like in terms of storytelling, directing, music even, um it's not going to be on that level. It's not. And it never will. You'd have to be like some fucking alien that's booted and controlled by AI to that knows exactly every atom of Avatar, like me, um to replicate that kind of magic. Like people are never going to make something as good as the original series. Like you just fucking can't. Like that's a special piece of entertainment. That is something so good that people could use it like me as their bible. Like that show is literally my fucking bible. I love that show. More than probably a lot of you watching. And I know that that probably just pissed you off, but dude, you guys don't know how much this show means to me. I'm not trying to like gatekeep, but I'm going to fucking say that. I love this show. I adore it. I lived and breathed it for years. Years. I watched every episode over and over and over again for a period of at least, I'm gonna be honest, like probably like fucking 3, 4 years straight. I had a really, really rough time a couple years ago. So like after after I graduated high school, I went into this really deep depression, and there was only one thing that I really cared about during that whole time before I got my first job. And I know I'm getting like super personal here, but you guys have to know, like, this show means a lot to me. I've read into it so deeply, um very, very deeply, the symbolism, the parallels. I used to admin for two Facebook pages uh a while back. I left them both in 2016. Actually, you know what's funny? I've I also was a part of a Facebook page that I created myself, and I had one of my best friends admin it with me. That's long gone. It was called Zuko of the Fire Nation. Um, yeah, like you guys have to know. Like I am a super fan. Like it's well beyond fandom. Like it's like my blood. This show is my blood. It's my family, and I treat it as such, and I respect it so dearly that I genuinely don't, because I'm fucking weird. I don't know if anyone else knows what I mean, because this show is deeply special to me. I've watched it so many times. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, throughout all of this, despite me saying that, nothing's ever going to come close to the original series, and I'm aware of that, and the fact that I do kind of like what I see here, kind of, I have some problems with it. You have to know that, like, I, I, I get it. I am an Avatar fan. I fucking hate Korra. I hate the comics. Like, I get it. Avatar is special. It's a piece of. It's not even art. It's like a religious text. It's so deeply meaningful in every way. The character arcs are fucking. They're perfect. Fucking everything's perfect. It's not perfect, but it is perfect. You know what I mean? That being said, that explosive fucking long-winded fucking oh my god, my terrible depression uh monologue just there. That's out of the way. Let's talk about what we see here. Okay, so Sozin's Comet, kind of cool. Okay.
Time
I'm not a big fan of this what's the word? Voiceover. I don't know who it is. I can only assume it's either Monkey Atso, because of the shit he says seems very applicable to like Aang. Almost like a father figure. So like that sounds like Yatso to me. Or it's Iroh, which I doubt. I mean, it could be, but I doubt it. Um, Either way, I don't like it. And I'm not saying that this is going to be in the show. I know that there's not going to be a fucking monologue throughout the whole show, and it's going to be told like a story. I'm not saying that. I know that. But as a trailer, like, first impression, I don't like it.
Time is a
It's kind of
funny
stupid.
thing.
It kind of makes it seem like really generic fantasy. It's like, oh, look, time has a way of slipping by. Like that type of shit. I'm not a big fan of that. This looks like, um,
Time
honestly, this kind of looks like, Caldera City. This kind of looks like Ozai's home, the Fire Lord's palace.
is a funny thing.
Kind of, right? Yeah, it's got like the Fire Nation roofing. I mean, that kind of looks a lot like the show. Um, so here we have an air temple, and I can only assume this is the Southern Air Temple. It's different. I don't really like how different it is, but it's kind of cool. Like, it's all right. It's got like some Zen gardens. It's nice. It's whatever. It's got those like it's got those. Oh my god, there's like these fucking. There's a name for it. Um, there's like those fucking pieces of paper, colorful pieces of paper that are like on the wires and shit, like on ropes. Like I've seen that. It's like Tibetan. So it's cool. It's all right, whatever. My biggest problem here is they're showing the air nomad genocide, and I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of that. Listen, like there's many billion reasons why they didn't show it in the original series. I can only assume chief among which being it was on Nickelodeon in 2005, and there's probably a lot of restrictions at the time, and they couldn't show a fucking genocide of a fucking culture. So, like, yeah, that's probably a big reason as to why I didn't show it. But I kind of like that. I kind of, no, I don't like that. I love that about the original show. It's all about implication. And, like, you see the aftermath when you see Gyatso's skeleton, you see the destruction that happened. And obviously, we know that the consequences of the genocide linger throughout the whole show for the main character and the series, just the amount of change that it went through. So a lot of it's implied. So I kind of like that the Air Nomad genocide, in a sense, was kind of ambiguous. We just know something really bad happened, and we don't really need to see that. So I'm not a big fan of them just showing this. Like, I know this is probably gonna be in like the first episode, and it's gonna be like this big open, cool fucking fight scene. And it's got all these effects and shit, and I'm not a big fan. I really don't like that. I think it's like blowing its load too early in a sense. Like it's just like, oh look, it's a fantasy series, and the original series was a show on Nickelodeon. Therefore, we have a much bigger budget, and we can get away with things more. And the general audience is stupid fucking idiots, so let's just show everything. I know that was like super pessimistic, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. That's probably why they are doing this. I don't like it, and they're gonna have this scene where Gyatso's sacrificing himself. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. To be honest with you, it is what it is. I know that there's gonna be changes with this show. I really fully understand that. Believe me, I know this is not gonna be a one-to-one, but at least it's going to follow the general outline, which I'm okay with. I don't need it to be exactly because I'm already expecting it to be not as good as Avatar, so why would I want them to fucking try to be? You know what I mean? It's like, give me something different, but just make it good on its own merits. That's what I'm fine with. Make it good, but change it if you want. Just make it good and make it respectful. Don't have fucking characters do stupid shit that they wouldn't do. Make the characters exactly the way they were. Just do something a little different. That's okay. But just follow the outline. Because it's a fucking timeless classic story. It's a fantastic story. Don't butcher it. My point is, I don't really like this Air Nomad genocide thing. Not a big fan. There's probably a lot more things that I could go into uh, complaining about, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head. If you haven't noticed, this video is not scripted. This shot's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I will say that it doesn't look real. It looks very generated. But come on, that's a pretty cool shot. Like that looks nice. Like even though it looks like a really fucking good looking video game, it looks good. That's cool. I mean, that's a really cool shot. It's got an epic scale to it. It's appropriately shot. You know, Sokka and Katara are really small in the frame, and it's got this big ass, grand, low hanging, or whatever shot. I'm not a fucking director. Um, it's got a good look to it.
The future.
Katara's not that bad looking here. I think there's gonna be a lot of idiots online that are like, she looks really white because they're fucking stupid fucks. But yeah, I mean it's fine. I mean it looks a lot. Well, I wouldn't say a lot better, but it does look better than the picture that they fucking showed. That god awful. fucking art that they showed, or not art, but the set pictures that they showed a couple months ago that I was not happy with at all. It looks better than that, but still not great. I mean, her hair loopies are just very not real to me. I'm gonna be honest. She looks fine though. Whatever, whatever. I'll deal with it. Her clothes are so freshly laundered. Those are not animal skins. That's a thing. That's a thing to complain about. I think generally speaking, it looks like Avatar. Like that's Katara. She's wearing the blue. She's got the hair loopies. It's got the white icy background. I could tell this is the first episode of Avatar. I get it. So it's a lot better than the fucking live action, the movie, the Shyamalan movie. So it's better than that. I have to give credit where it's due. It does look better. Same problem with Sokka. Uh, it's fine. Ugh. It's so freshly laundered. Like, look at how like like flat it looks. It doesn't look like dirty. It should look dirty. These kids are not rich, and they're in a war-torn world. That these look like costumes. I'm not a fan of how they look. Like, I will. I'm sure if it's good, hopefully it is. This shit will blur in the background to me. I'll just kind of accept it and go, whatever. It's whatever. But I like from this trailer and from uh the set pictures from a couple of months ago, I'm not impressed with how they look. This looks okay. I mean, it looks again. You gotta bear with me here. I'm not saying this looks real. This doesn't look real. It looks very CG. But like, I was kind of expecting it to look like CG. To be honest with you, like it looks solid. Like, don't get me wrong. This looks good. It looks appropriately grand and epic, and it's got detail and it's shiny. Like, yes, this is a fantasy series. It's fine. But I mean, the design is great. It looks really, really good. It looks like Omashu. Um, they're nailing it. I mean, despite the costumes and all this shit right here, it does look like a live action Avatar. I mean, like what am I does it not? How doesn't it? I mean, it does. Like, I'm not saying it's great or perfect, but it gets the job done. Um, Zuko, this is my boy right here. I mean, this is a live action adaptation of my boy, I should say. Zuko is the greatest character ever written. Um, he's the greatest character ever written. He's my homeboy, my home skillet, my brother, my love, I love Zuko. He's great. Great character. So it's cool to see him with the fucking, you know, the ponytail. I'm glad they committed. They didn't like Dev Patel it and give him a crew cut or some shit because they were worried about how it would look. Like this, cool. Thank God. They're doing it. They're actually doing the fucking ponytail. I will say, especially right here, you can kind of see wrinkles of like the latex over his head. I mean, it is what it is, but I just noticed that. Um, it's good. Mostly, I don't like the fucking eyebrow. He should have it singed, and his ear should be melted. I mean, this kid got torched. Another thing that we don't see, which I love in the original series, you don't see it happen. You just hear it. You hear the scream. And there's this great line where Iroh's just like, I looked away. And it's dramatic. It's a very powerful scene. So they're gonna blow their load early on that one too, and they're gonna show the fucking burn. Which, okay, whatever. Um Not happy about that, but it's coming. Whatever though. Looks good. Fire Nation soldiers, I like it. It's not. I kind of wish they had their face plates on. Um, don't know why they don't. I will say this: they fucking nailed the salute. They got the Fire Nation salute perfectly. Thank God. They did it. They did it, guys. They did the fucking Fire Nation salute. Woohoo! They did it. It looks pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Iroh, I'm not gonna lie, dude, he looks fucking great. I'm sorry. Like, he looks so good. I'm sorry. He just does. I mean, look at the fucking that clothing right there. That doesn't feel like a costume. At least not as much. That looks legit. And man, he looks like Iroh. Like, obviously the actor isn't as old as Iroh, and that's kind of an issue, but like that looks like Iroh. That works, you know? Like that's fine. Is he gonna be as good as Iroh before? I don't know. No, no, he's not. Again, the show is not gonna be as good as Avatar. I'm not fucking stupid. You don't have to type in the comments how I'm wrong or. Oh my god, you like it? I know. I just have opinions. Um, looks good. I don't know what this is. What is flying? Is that a fucking? Oh, that's a hawk. Okay. For some reason, that looked like a fucking like. That looked like a fucking lizard or something. Um, that was weird. So yeah, this looks great. Cool shot. I'm not gonna lie though, it really kind of looks like the Last Airbender 2010. it, re- it really kind of does. Not that that's a problem in this shot because it's like nighttime and it's supposed to be dark and whatever. But like, I'm not gonna lie, this gave me some fucking Shyamalan movie vibes. Like just straight up. When I fucking saw this at work, I was like, oh, that movie. I remember that. um,
There's
this
only
looks great.
one way.
We'll get into this, by the way. Don't worry, we will get into that. Uh, this looks awesome. The throne room looks really, really good. That's exactly what I expected. Uh, looks nice. I think it looks fucking ballin'. It looks really good.
There's only one.
Fire looks nice too, and that has to be CG.
There's
Yeah,
only
it's definitely
one way.
CG. If not CG, it's projected. It's like fire that's been projected on a screen or something.
Only
But
one way.
looks really good. So here's the big thing. Okay, so like, not a big fan. In fact, I really don't like that Ozai is seen in the first season. I know why they did this though. I get it. So one, you got Daniel Day Kim, who's a known actor, and like, what's he gonna fucking be in shadow the whole season? He wants to be seen. So like, there's that, but that's not really the big reason why that this is happening. So the really big reason is this show might not be good, and they don't want to fucking have him be in shadow if he's not good. If the show's not good, so they want to show him now in case they don't get more seasons. That's exactly why he's here. And yes, that is a problem because I really like how it leads up to his reveal in season 3 because he doesn't look like some monster or anything. He's Zuko's dad. He's a normal looking guy with a goatee and a very intense look, but he's not some evil monster, which is extremely smart. And they don't have that anymore. It feels very much like fan service in a sense, and of course it is because this whole thing is fucking fan service if you think about it. But yeah, I mean, obviously he looks good, right? Daniel Day Kim as Ozai looks really cool. That looks like Ozai to me. Like that's fucking awesome. Not gonna lie, it looks sick. It looks fucking sick. His goatee's not long enough though. I could go into way more detail as to why I don't like that he's in this first season full frontal and you could see him. But like, whatever. Okay. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like, should he be there? No, not like that. Should be in shadow. But again, this really shows that this is going to be a very different adaptation. There's going to be a lot more Ozai scenes. It's probably gonna be written very differently, and we'll see if it's good. Don't know if it's gonna be good. I feel like I kind of have to like explain myself for liking things, and that's not good. Uh, it's not good. Uh,
You keep it
Suki.
straight.
Okay, so Suki looks like Suki. It looks good.
Keep it straight.
The Kyoshi Warriors. Um, looks good. It looks really solid. The set design is really good. It's really, really solid shit. I'm a fan. Get it? Because there's fans. I like how it looks. Crescent Island. I don't know exactly why Aang's flying to Crescent Island, but again, it's gonna be different. We'll see. We'll see if it makes sense, guys. We'll see if it makes sense. I don't know, but this is a cool looking shot. Like Crescent Island looks really good. Uh, yeah, that's solid. Like that looks appropriately fantastic. And I actually think that that looks really good with Aang flying in. Like visually speaking, that looks really good. Like the contrast between this dark, edgy looking, island with lava and shit. And then you got funny monk boy flying in. I love it. It's great.
Always remember who you are.
Always remember who you are. So like it's just again the narration. I don't like it. Maybe the narration in this trailer is kind of giving away some changes that I'm not gonna be too fond of later when I watch it. But whatever. Okay, that's the money shot, man. It's the money shot. It looks like Aang. It looks like Aang. And you know what? This looks a little better than the fucking pictures. I mean, the arrow doesn't look as blue. Maybe it's because this shot is desaturated or whatever, which is probably why. But I don't know. I kind of like how this looks. It's not bad. The clothes don't bother me as much here. Because if you watch my previous video where I'm just ragging on these designs, rightfully so, but ragging on them. I say that Aang's uniform it looks like his clothes look like a costume, and I guess they kind of still do, but like it's good. It's not that bad. It's got the appropriate wrinkles and it looks baggy and ancient. It looks good, in my opinion. It's really not that bad. Uh, that bald cap though, just like Zuko, that bald cap. I don't know, man. Again, these things should blow over if the show is good, but whatever. Um, let's see what else. Netflix presents. That's scary. Netflix presents. Netflix. Netfox. Obviously, this is the scene in the Spirit World episode. Uh, Aang fucking finding the acorn. Cool. Looks nice. I mean, that looks really, really solid. The fucking trees and everything. Cool shot. What is that? Is that a rock? No, what is that? I guess that is. It looks like some dude's like dead, burnt, like laying over a bag or something. It's kind of weird. Cool shot. Here's a problem. Um, I can only assume. All right, so is this Ozai versus is this Ozai versus Zuko, or is this fucking Zuko versus Zhao? What is this? I don't know what this is. I mean, maybe if I look in the background better, it's kind of blurry. I don't know. This kind of looks like it's Zuko versus Ozai. Like this is where he gets burned. If it is, I got problems. Again, I don't like that they're showing it. I just don't like that. Obviously, I can go in a lot more detail, but I want to keep watching. Fire looks nice, you know, it looks CGI, but it's whatever. It looks nice. Obviously, it looks high budget. Like, that doesn't look fucking terrible. That looks really good. Like, that looks about as good as any live action Fire I've ever seen. Oh, wow, Yang Chen. I can see that. It was a little Easter egg. Oh, wow, that's the fucking Fire Nation volcano, the Caldera City. That actually looks a lot like from the show. Funny because this picture of Aang looks so much like the fucking picture of Aang from the Last Airbender movie, which is hilarious. Uh, they look really good here, I guess. Fucking Zuko and Iroh look really solid. So, okay, that kick was neat. Fire looked really good. Yeah, I like it. Even though I think fucking fire with smoke implies that something's burning, like fire, like or like a fuel, which is that's me being nitpicky. uh, that looks cool. Azula, another thing. Like I don't know why they're showing her like this. Like obviously, I know it's different. It's gonna make some changes, but like again, I don't like that they're necessarily showing Azula like this. Like I know she's in like the very very end when Ozai's like, "I have a task for you," and like you see her look up at the camera, and then it cuts to the credits. But and then obviously you see her as like a younger girl watching Ozai and Zuko as he gets his face torched. But I don't know, like why? What? She's not gonna be prominent in this season, is she? Okay, whatever. Um, where are they here? What is this? Let me think. Where could they be? Um, am I stupid? Where are they? Obviously, it could be different because it's gonna be different. But like, is this from something? Oh, by the way, their clothes look pretty good here. Actually, they look kind of solid. I didn't pay attention to that when I watched this the first time. Oh, it's okay. Uh, again, it's not perfect. It's kind of got some shiny cleanness to it, but it looks better. I think it does. Uh, still don't like Sokka's bone necklace. Not a big fan. What else do we got? I like the light and it goes through the arrow and it looks cool and it like swirls. It looks neat and I like it. Even though I don't like how blue the arrow is, and I've already said that in a previous video. This shot is fucking sick! And this is weird. So I know this scene, right? This is the scene where Aang fights Zuko on Kyoshi Island in episode 4. So I know this. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know what's going on here, if it's edited for the trailer or whatever, but that looks like Zhao. The live action, the new Zhao that they showed recently in a set photo. I don't know why he's here. Um, again, they're probably going to be changing things, and we'll see if it's good. Because if it ain't, oh boy, we're gonna have some shit to say. But this shot looks so fucking cool, man. Not gonna lie, it looks so cool, bro. I think even the fire goes out. It does. Look at the fire on the roofs. Poof, and it just goes out. Sick, 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 bro. Fucking sick. This is really good looking, by the way. This set looks incredible. Like that looks awesome. Um, That looks like Kyoshi Island, like perfectly replicated. That looks so good. It even has like the weather and the color scheme. Like it's kind of like dull and a little saturated. It's kind of like wintry, but maybe a little spring. I like it. It looks good. Aang coming down though. Oh my god, look at that. He's bringing the house down. Oh, that's like a fucking. I feel like I'm watching Operation Crossroads, uh, Bravo. Fucking that nuclear test. This shot though of the Fire Nation soldiers getting bodied, that's sick. I'm not gonna lie, that's the best part of this whole trailer. Look at how visceral and fucking energetic this looks. Doof! It looks so electric. Like they just get fucking jolted. Like they just got hit real hard. Good stuff. And you could tell that it's like wire work and they're getting pulled and it looks really good. It looks like high budget, fucking Asian wire work movie, Hong Kong style filmmaking. It looks awesome. Good stuff. It's like Kung Fu Hustle, which is what a lot of this live action, in my opinion, should take from. Like Kung Fu Hustle and shit. Go that crazy zaniness with superpowers. If you don't know what Kung Fu Hustle is, I don't know what to tell you. Appa! Oh my god! Appa looks CG. I think it's CG, guys. Guys, I think Appa is computer generated. I can't tell. It looks, you know, I think no better than the live action movie from this angle. From this angle. Very deceptively, we don't see his face, and the face in the movie looked really scary. If you saw the 2010 movie, the fucking face was horrifying. Like, okay, it was probably trying to combine fantasy and realism, and like, okay, I get it, but like, I don't like it. Um, I don't know. They don't show the face, and that's a little scary. Appa's really hard to get right in live action. I hope you guys know that. He's like really fucking hard to get right. Uh, he looks very show accurate though, right there. I'm not gonna lie, which is probably even scarier, to be honest with you. Because if he's got the big chubby cheeks and he's got like the fucking not detailed face because it has to look like animated series, that's gonna be a little scary to me. I'm not gonna really big too much of a fan. Uh, but it'll be easy to market the plushies. It's good though. I mean, it is what it is. It's Netflix, high budget CG. Katara fucking just almost died. Like she definitely almost fucking died. I mean, it looks good, like it looks good for what you'd expect. Like this is, I wasn't expecting this Appa to look fucking unbelievable. He looks so real. This looks probably about as good, if not a little better, or maybe even a little worse in terms of rendering than the live action movie. Looks okay. Like, you know what? I think this is better. More I think about it, the color scheme of the arrow on his fur and everything, it looks solid. It's not bad. Uh, Momo, little scary, little spooky. Uh, it's fine. I think they're very clearly trying to go show accurate, which I do respect. But so I guess I don't know. I get it's a fantasy series. They can technically do whatever the fuck they want. They can make it look cartoony if they want it. I get it. It's all right. It's fine. But like I think the movie didn't look too bad with Momo, to be honest with you. It looked very real. Uh, does this look better? I don't know. It's kind of weird. He's a little baby though. Look at him flying. Yo, is that fucking D. Bradley Baker doing the fucking sounds? He's going. my boy Momo was like. It's fine. Whatever. I do like that they're smiling. Look, it's a fun adventure show. What it should have been, Shyamalan. Uh, yeah. I mean, it looks like Avatar to me. That looks good. Like, look at the background. Like, the fucking giant rock pillars and shit. Like, that looks like the fucking shit that you see in China. That's good. It looks really solid. This is exactly what I want to see. Look at the background. Looks really good. I will say this shot's a little it's a little weird. It's very like green screeny. It almost looks like very soap opera-y. Um, yeah, not too big of a fan on the focus. It is what it is. Whatever, fine. Not a fan on it, but I don't know. Like I just like how it looks with her and Sokka in the background. I like it. I can't help it. I like it. I like it, guys. It's kind of cool. But I'm gonna be honest. I know it's probably gonna be bad. I know. I'm not fucking stupid. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to be optimistic here because I every cell in my body wants to just probably is like yelling at me going, "The fuck are you doing?" And it's like I get it. Can I enjoy things? I haven't been able to enjoy things, guys. Man, this video got really dark. Like earlier, I'm talking about how depressed I was, and now I'm talking about this. Um, this is not a cry for help. Uh, man, my nose is really stuffy. Sorry if you get annoyed by that, by the way. Uh, yeah, okay, I'm recording. Yes, I am. Um, this is a really good shot. It looks good, like really, really good. Oh my god, the new logo! Oh my god. It's got an arrow after the R and it like right before the B it's got an arrow. Oh my god. Looks good. It's nice and gold. Black flag. Assassin's Creed 4. Really good game. Um February 22nd. Isn't that a day after the actual show aired? February 21st, 2005. That's interesting. What are you trying to one up the original? Huh? All right, so that's pretty much my reaction to it. I had to do something. I had to give you guys something. If any of you are even gonna fucking watch it anyway, which you probably won't. Um, I had to have this up here for an archive. I like it. I mean, Avatar is very special to me, and I'm being serious now. Avatar is very special. It means so much to me. It made my life a lot more enjoyable, and it honestly gave me a critical eye on a lot of entertainment, and it made me want to think more about what I watch and what I consume, and if something's good or bad or whatever. It really changed everything for me, and it's a very special, near and dear series. I absolutely love the characters. The art, the animation is fucking unbelievable. The music is incredible. It's It's, in my opinion, like, it's perfect. It really is. And it is no wonder that it's regarded as one of the greatest TV shows of all time. It's not just, one of the best animated series or one of the best cartoons. Bro, this show is one of the best pieces of entertainment ever made. It is. So I get it. There's a lot of things riding on this, and I'm a huge fan, and I was critical in the past, and I'm like, fucking making fun of how the costumes look, and listen, those criticisms still stand. I kind of wish it looked a little different in a lot of ways, but I don't know. I mean, I like what I see. I do. I'm not gonna love this as much as the original series. I'm sure it'll do things that might piss me the fuck off. And there's going to be reviews for those episodes. Believe me, they're coming in February. Maybe even live reactions. Who knows? I ain't showing my fucking face though. You ain't fucking seeing who I look like. Um, I mean, yeah, I like it. I've always wanted a live action Avatar. I always said for years, even when I was on those fucking Facebook pages, I was on Pennapox After Dark, and I was on the Avatar One Facebook page. You know, when I had fellow admins, my beautiful admins, that I love so much, that I loved being a part of. Um, I had admins tell me that it shouldn't happen, and I'm like, why not? I mean, it's not like it's gonna tarnish anything. Like, yeah, okay, it might muddy the franchise. It might muddy the view the public has of the franchise, you know? I get that. I get that it might hurt the brand. I understand that. I get that, guys. But is there anything else that they can do to this fucking franchise? We have The Legend of Korra, which sucks fucking asshole. We got fucking the live action movie, which is literally one of the worst things ever made. Literally. Um, and a bunch of really boring, stupid, harebrained comics. I mean, what else can they do, guys? Honestly, what else can they do? The franchise has been muddied. It's been hurt. It's been kicked into the dirt. I'm at least trying to be optimistic that I might be entertained by it. This is not a replacement for the original series. You can't replace that shit. That shit is a fucking piece of art made by very passionate people for a very, very loving audience. And this is not going to be that, okay? It's not. This ain't going to replace it. This isn't going to be what the Harry Potter movies were to the Harry Potter books in terms of getting everything right and this and that and oh my god, it's you can watch and read either one. They're both just as good. It's not going to be like that. This show is not going to be as good as the original series, okay? It's not. And I know that. And you should know that. But at least give me something that's kind of all right. You know, it's like, oh, cool. There's a live action. I don't know if that's like why that bothers people. That like, you know, a live action can happen because I really think it can. I mean, it can. If you could fucking do Harry Potter and all these Marvel movies and do whatever the fuck you want with that and make them good, then why can't you do it with the greatest fucking show ever made? So that's my point of view. There you go. I'm not excited, but I am very interested to see what happens. Uh, I'll be there, and I will not be square. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully, I'll like it. And if not, you're gonna hear me tear it to shreds. You're gonna hear me tear it to shreds. Thanks for watching. If you did, peace out.